Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Sunny Tarot, and today's reading is going to be about what to do to attract the one. So, if you're really curious to know like what you have to do in order to attract the special one in your life, please continue to watch it and give a thumbs up if you loved the reading, and also comment down in the comment section if this reading resonate with you, and also consider subscribing the channel for the future uploads. I will be uploading from every Sunday to Thursdays. So before getting into the video, let me introduce the piles. So this is the pile number one. We have white chocolate rocky road, and it looks delicious. And also pile number two is vegan banana bread. And pile number three is Easter cupcakes. And pile number four is gluten-free carrot cake. So you can choose either according to any dessert that catches your eye, or also go according to pile number, and I will put down the timestamps below, so in the comment section. So let's get started. Hello group number one. So if you picked this white chocolate rocky road, this is your reading on how to attract the one. So I have one Moonology Oracle card from the deck to show any clues on the future one that you might be attracted. Maybe it can be anything regarding them. Yeah, any clues. So let's see what you need to do to attract them. So we have a message in a bottle, number 15, come to the age, number 36, and also a change in the wind, number 12. Okay, first of all, I would like to say that this card reminds me of the Tower card in the tarot card deck. So by looking at this, I would say that right now your life might be having some kind of a tower moment where everything seems to be falling apart. You're thinking, you're having the sense of change, and you feel like your plans are not in a firm base ground, and you also have the sense of lost. Suddenly everything is falling apart and tearing apart, and you did not see where it was coming from. So I feel like this is your current situation, and you really feel completely lost. Exactly, if you can see, there's a person here. I don't know if you can see or not. Okay. um and the person seems to be like, why everything is going away. I feel like this is your current situation, but don't worry, everything is going to change, because the other two card reveals on what you have to do in the present. So I can see that this is your immediate past, like what has happened or what is happening. The next step that you really need to do is have this courage and take the leap of faith. Just accept risk and overcome your fears. Take a risk. I feel like maybe some of you guys might feel like, I've broken my heart so many times, and why should I go back and do that? But I feel like the one that you're trying to find is just around the corner, and you just have to come to the age and take another leap of faith and just trust the process, because it's going to really work out this time. And 3 plus 6 is 9, so 9 might be significant for you right now. In the matter of fact, 3, 9, or 15, or even this numbers can also be a birth date or something. But I can see that also by come to the age, Maybe you might also need to shift from some place to another, literally shifting by physical shift. Maybe it can be to another town or to another house, or it can also be a mental shift from this situation to a very a positive outlook of your life. Maybe when you see the one, there might be roses involved too. I have the feeling, yeah, roses involved in the scenery, a rose plant or rose r- giving you roses, something like that. But you have to take the leap of faith in order to see what is happening in the future with the one. Because I can see that from this to this, you will somehow get this message in a bottle soon, sooner or later, maybe in 15 months or 15 days, but not definitely not 15 years. I feel like just like 15 months or 15 days, or it can also be like 6 months or 6 days or 6 weeks, can be anything, but someone is trying to reach you. And I have the feeling maybe there is someone really reaching you out, but you're being very uh how to say, you're not opening up easily because of the tower moment that has happened in your life, and you don't want to take, this is for some of you, you don't want to take the risk, you don't want to break your heart again. But I feel like there is someone already reaching you, maybe a foreign connection, maybe, or even someone who is kind of alien to you in the sense of country, state, or even street. Yeah, something, someone who's a little far from you, but they are reaching out and you're just ignoring them for some reason. But I feel like they are the one though. Because this phone is ringing, but somehow this dog is not really paying attention to it. It is watching it, but it just wants to ignore it in a way. So I feel like you are, I don't know if you're not really quite near to the one, but you should start, you will be starting the process once you clear up this tower moment and take the leap of faith. Then you will get this, then you can compromise yourself to receive the message in a bottle soon. And some kind of communication is coming, and I feel like you're trying to block it because of this tower moment. You really want to feel safe and you don't want to come out from the comfort zone, but you really have to do it. That is what you really need to do, is just come out of your comfort zone and take the leap of faith to attract the one. So let's have a look on the extra information. A win-win outcome is forecast, full moon in Libra. Okay, this is always about compromises. So maybe the person who is trying to reach out is a Libra or prominent Libra sign in their birth chart, or it can also be you though. But by looking at this card, I can definitely see that you need to compromise on something. And also it's time to focus on, how to say, to look after you, and you can also try to do some makeover for some of you. Yeah, so I feel like I'm getting two types of people. One is the one who has gone through this tower moment and trying to change the situation. So for those who really want to change the situation, you should start to focus on yourself and compromise that something will happen to you, a good stuff will happen to you. But before getting into that, you have to take care of yourself, focus on yourself, grooming yourself, or educating yourself, or doing something nice to yourself. And there's another part of group where it's like they have gone through this tower moment, but they really don't want to change it. They really want to be in the pain situation. For them, I feel like you have to compromise inside you, the battle inside you that is happening in your head, and take the leap of faith and just answer the damn call or message. Because you will never know. It's like fall 7 times, you stand up eight. So who knows, if you have broken your heart 7 times, maybe this is the eighth time that you are going to be happy for the rest of your life. And I also have the strong feeling that whatever the one whoever the one is, there's going to be roses and also some kind of a message or text going to be involved, and it might also be somewhere further from your place, your hometown, or the place that you're currently living in. So hopefully this resonated. Do let me know if it really did, and do subscribe the channel for the channel's growth, and see you guys in the next reading. Thank you. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. If you picked this vegan banana bread, this is your reading. I have a Monology Oracle card on extra information on the particular person, the one, he or she. And I also have we are going to see what you have to do to attract the one. It can be anyone though. Let's see. We have number 48, poised. Number 24, time for a nap. Number 14, truth be told. Okay. Okay, let me start up with number 14, truth be told. And 1 plus 4 is 5. And I have this feeling that the first thing that you have to do is just be honest. You have to be honest and be transparent and have a clear way of communication. It's everything about communication, because the first pile also had something related to communication, but this time yours is totally different. It's like this owl who's a wise person is standing on a face mask. So I could say that you're not really pouring out your heart. You're some kind of, you're doing this deceiving act to somebody or something or a situation which you really should avoid. I feel like you have, this is the time for you to be honest in love matter, especially because 1 plus 4 is 5, and 5 is always about romance. So I think you have to be transparent and be honest on what you really want. Even the universe catches your wish when you're really transparent on what you have you in your mind. And also by this time for a nap, I have this feeling that some of you are in a hibernating mood. You just don't want to do any action temporarily. You want to rest, you want to rejuvenate. And by looking at this 2 plus 4 6, maybe you have been hurt by people in the past, like people who you really trusted become your enemies. Not literal enemies, but they became against you in some way. It can also be your loved ones, or it can be anyone in the matter of fact. So yeah, to avoid those negativity, maybe you're just in a hibernating mood right now and you just want to clear yourself. And that's really good actually, because once you clear, if once you become rejuvenated and you have heal, not heal in a way, this is past healing actually. This hurt that you're going through is not a very recent one. Maybe it happened like 1 year or 2 years ago, but still you're dwelling with it. So you're already in the process of end of healing, but maybe you're just need to take another step to heal yourself fully. So you've already healed a lot. I can see that you have stopped the negativity that has happening around you. You have been in this pause or um, how to say, rest mode for number of time, quite number of period, and you have been relaxed, and I feel like you have already have this clarity of mind to finally be honest with yourself and be transparent about your feelings to the situation, or in especially in your romance life. I feel like after this pause mode you have gained the clarity on what you really want, and now is the time for you to communicate your heart out, pour out your heart. Just be open. If you like a person, just go and tell, but not necessarily you have to chase the person. I feel like more than that, mm, being open is like you have to accept what you really think. Just end the battle in you and try to accept your point, viewpoints on love life inside you. I feel like you're battling that. You're thinking about this love life something, but you're not really giving your heart and mind is not really giving the space to accept it. So the acceptance and the honesty has to happen within you more than with other people or the situation. Once it happens, now you have to just shine, carry yourself with full of confidence, radiate your clarity, your honesty, and you're just ready for the one. You will be ready for the one. So what you really need to do to attract the one is not this, because you've already passed the situation, but to be honest and clear with your own point of views. It's the battle in your mind. Just accept yourself, then you will be ready for the one. Once you accept yourself, you will just strive with full of confidence, and you don't have to look back for anything. You just feel like you're ready for everything in the universe. Yeah. So let's look for extra stuff. Mm. What do you need to release exactly? You need to release the baggage and also release your doubt on yourself. I feel like, yeah, exactly. This truth be told, and what do you need to release? I feel like you have to start to say sorry to yourself for whatever has happened or caused. Maybe you're trying to punish yourself in a way that you don't deserve this love or this beautiful life, but you have to say sorry to yourself and release all the emotional baggage and also accept the clarity of your own point of views. Then you will be ready for this, the one, to attract the one. So in the percentage of meeting the one, I have this feeling that you're already like 80 percentage there, just 20 percentage where you have to be true to yourself and also then come up as a beautiful butterfly with the wings. That extra 20 percentage is needed to attract the one. And I also feel like when you meet the one, it can be in a social event or a wedding, maybe possibly, or even a birthday party, some kind of a party, or uh, a, how to say, a formal event. Some kind of social gathering stuff is happening when you meet them on. You will be dressed very nicely with beautiful, elegant clothes, and also the person also might be the same though. So, pile number two, give a thumbs up if it really resonated, and see you in the next reading. Thank you. Hi, pile number three. If you picked this Easter cupcakes, this is your reading. I have a special info on the one, especially, and let's look at the cards on what do you need to do to attract the one. So we have number 19, flexible, number 20, imagine, and number 21, clean it up. Okay, everything is like 19, 20, 21, and maybe, yeah, maybe it might be. I don't know why, but I'm having this feeling of years. Like in 2019, this happened, 2022, 2021, something like that. So let's just go with the intuition. So by looking at this flexible card, I feel like back in 2019, for this group especially, you have been this flexible and open minded person who is like open to love. And you don't really have any had any conditions on to meet the one. You were just having this mind which was like, I'm open for anyone or any person to just walk in or pop in my life, and I'll be happy with this person. And also you had your mind and your everything was flexible, like in the sense like maybe you were kind of carefree back then. But I can see that even though you were quite flexible, still you were not really open for it. I feel like you had this hard shell around you, even though by words you were telling that you were flexible, but you were not really that flexible in mind and heart. It was just words. But in action, you were not really flexible for it. You were kind of reserved. You were not really that open. So action was something else, and the words spoken by you were something else. Okay, that was you in 2019, though. By the way, I didn't go according to year in other piles, but for this particular pile, I have this feeling to go according to year because of the numbers. So this year, imagine, I feel like you wanted to attach yourself with some kind of manifestation process or imagination or some kind of fantasizing about your future, the one. So you really clinged up to this manifestation process. So maybe after this, you didn't attract anyone, so you feel like you shift your view on and try to do the universe, connecting to universe and start to manifest everything. And that's a good thing to do. No matter if you're looking for any type of goal or achieve any type of dream, manifestation is the best way to get what you really want. So now, currently, your imagination or whatever you were fantasizing, maybe you might also be fantasizing about a particular person. You really want to have them in life. Maybe you were just having an eye on this particular person and keen on knowing about them and them being in your life. So, right now, whatever you have had in your mind, imagined, it's actually being manifested, and it's really coming, it's really happening. Yeah, that's a good thing actually, for it to happen though. And that is really happening currently, and you are in this dreamy world right now, thinking like how would it be to be with this person. It can be a particular person or someone you're just openly manifesting to meet. So in 2021, I feel like not really in 2021, but end of 2020, what you really need to do is you have to even though you have been manifesting this person or this particular the one, I feel like you still have some kind of decluttering to do, some kind of letting go of some of the ways or some of the person or some of the situation that is no longer serving you. Even though you're in the process of manifestation, you still have to do some cleaning up to do before you meet the one, but not much though. You're like already in the end of this process, but just that just brush it off a little bit here and there. It can also be not really mentally, but also maybe just cleaning your house, decluttering your workplace, or decluttering your house is also enough. But some kind of decluttering is needed. And it's not a full on cleaning spree, but just a brush up here and there would do. Because usually, when we manifest something, even though we try to be very positive, sometimes the events that is occurring in our life will force us to be negatives here and there. You can't really avoid it, humans are such. So maybe you have to brush up the negative mindset of yours to move forward. So let's have a look on what else we can see about this person. Full moon in Aquarius, show the world the real you. Okay. Okay, by looking at this, maybe the person who's about to enter is an Aquarius. I feel like as much as you're manifesting this person, this person is also manifesting you somewhere in the world. I don't know. But yeah, they, as much as you're inquiring about them, they are also inquiring about you. And once you've done this cleanup, your full on pack, that you will be able to show the world the real you. And also, whenever this card pops up, I would say suggest that you have to start to think about from your heart. So what happens is, when you manifest something, you tend to be very pragmatic. You want to focus on your manifestation, so you don't really give importance to your heart, because when you think about your heart, if something bad happens, you get discouraged easily. So we tend to just sweep away our emotional thing inside our heart. So now, once you have done this manifestation process, it's time for you to just think from your heart. And this card also shows that someone really needs you, and I really believe that it's going to be the one. So, as a conclusion, what you really need to do is group pile number 3. You are in this process right now, so what you have to do by end of this year is to brush off a bits and pieces of your broken pieces, or maybe the negativity in your life a bit, not much, just a bit. And then just think from your heart, and the person's also thinking about you and they really need you, so it's going to happen soon. So by 2021, I think you will somehow meet the one. They are quite close to you, like close in the sense like mentally they are manifesting you too, and you're doing it, and double the power. So, pile number 3, if you really feel like this reading resonated, do comment in the comment section, and I will see you in the next reading. Thank you. Bye. Hi, pile number 4. If you picked this gluten free carrot cake, this is your reading. I have extra information on the person, the one, he or she, and let's have a look on what you need to do to attract the one. And for this pile particularly, I had four cards, so I just took them. So let's see, exchanging gifts. 27, loyal heart 35, soulmates 41, and community 8. Okay, these are very beautiful cards. First of all, I have a strong feeling that you already meet this the one. You don't really need to attract the one. Maybe attract in the sense of making it to happen in a very serious note, but the one is already in your life. Especially with this community card, I feel like the one is someone who's very close to you, maybe close in place or close in the sense of you guys known each other for too long, or maybe the person is from same school or same ethnicity or speak the same language, someone who's like mm, from your same group of type of people, or it can also be from your hometown too, or the place that you're currently living right now. So the person who the one is very close to you, close in the sense like they are already in your life. As you can see, this giraffes are meeting and they already know each other, so they have already come into your life mysteriously. Number 8, and yeah, and also currently you guys are exchanging something, maybe small gestures, or even it can be some kind of romantic, little romantic stuff. It can be gifts or gestures or even text messages. And yeah, sweet stuff is happening. A sweet love is blooming. Or if you are already in a relationship also, I have a feeling that this person is the one, and you guys have um, good chemistry between you. This give and take is how to say, it's equal, you know, uh correlate, yeah, something like that. This give and take that is happening right now is not weight only on one side, like one person is only giving and another person is not really reciprocating. So I can see for pile number 4, if you're already in a relationship and if you're inquiring that is this the one, I would definitely say this is the one. And if you're yeah, somehow I have this feeling like if someone has approached you and you're like in the flirting mode with them, trust me, this is the one, because both of you are like more like this soulmate energy. You guys are good at give and take, and the nurturing between this relationship is very positive, and equally both of you are working on it and growing throughout the process of understanding each other. And that person, that particular person, the one has the key to your soul, and the and you're also very loyal to them and they are also being very loyal to you. In that sense, I don't really see on like what you have to do to attract the one, because I feel like you already attracted the one. And you guys are being very loving, complimenting each other in everything. And trust me, that person will never leave you, because he or she is very loyal to you by heart and also by act. And you are also the same, because exchanging the gifts gives me that whatever you're putting in this relationship is what you're really getting out of it, because that person is doing the same. It's not a one-way relationship, it's a two-way. And this one also is such a beautiful card. I feel like this person is the one. Let's see, like, is there any extra information about it? Communication is key, new moon in Gemini. Okay. um from this card I can see that maybe you have a prominent Gemini sign in your chart, or maybe that person has, or maybe in order to make this relationship more pleasant, I would suggest you, not that person, because you're the watching person, that you have to communicate. Be open and vocal on your communication. Don't be harsh, but just speak out your mind. Just pour out whatever is in your chest. Don't hide anything. I feel like hiding might trigger this soulmate of yours to be angry or feel annoyed. I feel like, especially this two, duality, and Gemini's is always about duality, and this is also dual, and even the giraffe is dual. Two-person is involved. I feel like communication is very much important in your relationship. This person, you guys may be a long distance relationship, maybe for some, and for some maybe even if in this situation, if you're in a quarantine, somehow you will end up being in the distance relationship. And I have this feeling that right now communication is the only savior, not more than savior. It's like it's going to enhance your relationship with the one, the special person. Don't ever hide or uh, avoid speaking your heart, because I feel like they will understand you more than yourself. So try to be open and be vocal on what you really think, and everything will be fine. You're already in a good hand. So I don't really have anything much to say. The only thing that I will advise is just communicate well. Make sure you spend a lot of time talking to them, and don't avoid them. Even though you might have a lot of stuff to do right now, maybe you might be busy, or even they might be busy. I know work is very important, but sometimes we should value the relationship of ours too. Don't take them for granted for any cost, because one day if they're not with you, it's going to hurt you a lot. But I feel like, no, don't worry. This relationship will last longer than you think, and you might even get married or be in a very higher level of commitment, but make sure you communicate well. Thank you, pile number 4, and do subscribe if you loved the reading for future uploads. Thank you.